we should be recording. Test. There we go. Well, hello again. Yeah, that's Adam. And his brain full of excuses, just like Cameron and everybody else. But we are just driving at the moment, even though I'm with nobody, because my computer does not want me to do that for some reason. I can't seem to get on it without crashing 3 times. But we are literally just driving some of the North Syracuse buses around at this point. What are you driving? Ugh, ugh, ugh. TG in general. Other than the Vision's pretty good. But their looks aren't, it's not the looks, it's the lag. The lag is awful. Like, they make you pay $100. It's laggy. I don't even know. But his store right now, I was on his website the other day, and his store is right now under construction. So I wonder what that's supposed to mean. Mm-hmm. Mm. Who? Wow. Mm. I mean, charging for buses is stupid anyway, but it's literally. I don't understand. But $100 to make a custom model, expensive and stupid. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I need to turn the sun down and turn some lights on. Show off these flare bindings. If the sun would go down, there we go. Just a little bit more. A little bit more. That's more like it. And in. Ah, there we go. I dropped lots of different bus companies today just due to the fact that I'm not going to have time to do them. Like, I dropped First Student, Chesterfield, and a couple others. I'm still in QISD and Shepherd Bus Service and SCRSD because I can have time for those. But as far as those other ones, I'm not going to have time because my weekends are going to be packed. My weekdays themselves are going to be packed. Marching band's going to kill me. I'm going to be dead before our first ball game. Dead. And whenever you do come into Ashland, I'll have to show you what I'm talking about whenever I say the triangle because you wouldn't want to run it. Because I don't know why he wants, and it's not Mr. Wayland's want to make us run it because he said he don't want us to run it. It's our drum major who wants us to run it because he's nuts. And it just so happens that our drum major is my section leader. And since he's drum major, that means I'm first chair during marching band season. I gotta whip some kids into line. Hey, you're too flat. Crack the whip. See, it works out this way. If you're first chair, you're section leader. Mm. Cause see, no, we do it by our chair numbers. If you're first chair, you're section leader. If you're second chair, you're co-section leader. So, and we do our auditions like our chair tryouts. They're not blind. Like he will look at you, and if you mess up on something after you get done playing, he will coach you and tell you what you messed up on. And then once everybody's done auditioning in your section, he calculates it, which doesn't take that long. You know your results. I jumped from last chair to fourth chair from that audition. And then our second and third chair were seniors and they graduated. So now I'm second chair. And I'm bass trombone now for jazz band. So, and if you do community band, if you're probably, since you wouldn't have no experience as far as community band goes, he'd probably put you at last chair, which says there's no audition process. You really can play any part you want. But I'm going to try to play first part. That way I can be right there with you just in case you mess up on something. I can actually help you. It won't be that, it's not that big of a struggle. We're going to play, I think, My Old Kentucky Home, Stars and Stripes. Man, I love that march. What else are we playing? I know we're playing those two, but I don't know of any others. I won't know the music until our first rehearsal. And rehearsals they're on Sundays. And I'm pretty sure you should be done with your summer job by then anyway. Because those rehearsals will start late August. It will be well, it'll be, and rehearsals will be like an hour. It'll be on Sundays. It'll be the last 3 Sundays of the month. Well, the last couple Sundays and the first Sunday in September, which is the day before Labor Day, and then the concert is Labor Day. And then after Labor Day, we're done for a year. Won't meet again until next Labor Day. It's a pretty good time. You want if for It's more like for those people who want to get back to playing, who haven't touched their instrument in a while, and you get to meet some good people and play some good music. I have a blast. And all you have to do, I just have to let him know that you're coming, and he'll get that way he can make your copies of music for you. Well, I just have to know by sometime in August. You've still got a while. And everybody's super friendly too. Like we have people there from Carter County. The majority of them are from Boyd. Most of them are Boyd alumni, but then again, it's community band, not alumni band. So there's people there from Carter County, Ashland, Boyd County, other parts of the area. And they have something similar, like the Portsmouth Symphonic Wind Ensemble, something like that. I have some friends in my band that do that. That's pretty good too. Terry Thompson, who's the president of KMEA, he actually leads that band. And before Mr. Whalen, he was the band director at Blazer. Then Mr. Whalen took over 13 years ago, and yeah. And Mr. Whalen is still there. He's in his 50s, and he had his first child a couple months ago. I'm serious. You have a child, and you're in your 50s. Wow. But I'm talking about your first child. That's the thing. This is his first child. And she is a doll. She is cute. And I guess she's really good at handling loud noises because she said at graduation and didn't fuss one bit. She did not fuss. And she was right there by the band section too. Of course, we were in the stadium, so we weren't that loud. And she said she was also at the jazz concert too, and we were loud there because the room was really small and the acoustics sucked. And she didn't have a problem either. Is it just me, these lights flickering like they've lost their mind? Oh my god. Literally, the streetlights are flickering on and off. That is not supposed to happen. You want you want to make the trip down there? Good luck. 8-hour drive. Cause I've been there. Come on, computer. Nice. Come on. Oh, there we go. See, I don't really know where Ridgecrest is in North Carolina. I just know that's where I go when I go to North Carolina. I go to Ridgecrest for church camp. But we would be going there this year. Here's the issue though. We couldn't register in time, and since that didn't happen, we were going to go to Carson Newman, which is near Pigeon Forge. We didn't have enough interest. So since that was the case, before we got our new youth leader, we weren't going to go to church camp at all this year. Then our new youth leader comes along, shows us about this church camp that's in Western Kentucky, and now we're going to church camp. And it's great. The only part I hate about it is the fact that there's no mission projects, and believe me, that's one of the best parts, is being able to go out and serve your community and actually feeling good about yourself doing something. But the fact is, the reason why we can't do that is because we don't leave once the last van comes in on the first day of camp, they close the gates and you don't leave the property unless you are a chaperone, something you have to go get something. Other than that, you don't leave the property, and you can't really do missions in a very closed-in property. Because when we went to Ridgecrest, we would go out in the community and do stuff, but we kind of can't leave the property. So I'm just sticking. Now there is a POI on evangelism and missions, which most likely I'm doing, which all we do is learn about it. Other than that, my other POIs are water activities, which like I'm doing tubing, kayaking, pool games, evangelism and missions, possibly outdoor hiking, and possibly laser tag. Because we have to pick six, but we only get four. So if two of them don't work out, the other two will slide in their place. And it's usually pretty easy. And the best part I like about church camp too is the fact that a lot of people start opening up about their problems in such a church camp. When you go to church camp, you know that's what you notice, and it changes people. It changed me a lot. Mm-hmm. Is it just me, or can I not drive? Because I mean, my lag is awful. Well, I'm not really driving that bad right now. I'm actually maintaining my lane. Except you like to have buses lean, and we're not. According to Cameron and Noah, you like to lean a little bit. Literally, yeah. Well, were you going straight or were you turning? Mm. I don't know. It happens sometimes. Or a flat tire. Come on now. Come on, bus. You're going 24 miles an hour and you look like you're going 2. Let's go. Rev it in gear. I wonder what is up with Cameron. He has not responded to any of my text messages. This is not like him. He never even accepted my friend request on Facebook from like a long time ago. Let me repeat. A long time ago. He's smart. He's very smart. I don't think Dylan does much either. Dylan hasn't even been making any YouTube videos here lately. I wonder what's up with him. I know, but since literally between, I think, other than Spring Fling, the last time he uploaded a video was a bit of a Bluebird Electric All American. Before that, he hasn't uploaded in a while. This is probably. Hmm. That's exactly what happened to Yellow Bus Guy. And it ticked me off. He went 10 years. 10 solid years making videos, and I guess his supervisor found the channel and didn't like it. And literally, very few of his videos were actually driving videos. More of it was more or less, well, a good chunk was driving videos, but And there's no kids on the bus anyway.
Yeah, plus I mean, it was hands free.
Yeah, it was on his hat.
It was a GoPro mounted on his hat.
Mm-hmm. And he there's no kids on the bus. And a good chunk, if he wasn't driving, he was touring a bus.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, his videos are of firearms and motorcycles and airplanes.
Mm-hmm. Or drones.
Yeah.
Whenever he has been about his phone on there recently.
But
I've been watching it. It's funny.
like, jeez, that ticks me off so much.
Yeah, stuff happens.
So I love the way the city looks when it's dark out. It looks great. It's actually
I
lit.
live in the middle of nowhere, so I don't know.
See, I'm not really near the city where I live either. I'm more of in a suburban area of it.
I don't even live in the suburbs. I live out in the middle of nowhere.
The countryside.
Honestly,
One of
I
those
live in the countryside of the countryside
one
of the countryside.
of those countryside boys. Get your horses ready. Those are the good days. Have you ever seen, speaking of horses, have you ever seen the movie Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron?
Nope.
Or- I need you to watch that movie. It's a very good classic.
Yeah.
I watched it when I was little. I started watching it yesterday. I didn't finish it
Mm-hmm.
because it's somewhat a sad movie, but somewhat it's pretty funny too. Come on, bus, move. You're literally going 40 miles an hour and you look like you're going 15. This is not good. This VT365 sounds like it's going to burst. Yes, I'm driving an '06. One of the 50 '06s that are in here. But see, even though I have a bad processor and my internet has been acting weird here lately, I can download stuff like that though. And it only took me 20 minutes for a video to actually upload and like 4 minutes for it to process.
Mm-hmm.
So, not only the fact that you have Frontier, but it's also the fact where you're also in no man's land.
I mean, I live at a really high elevation, so I don't think that would really matter. I don't know how it works. I don't think it's through Vodafone. Might not be, but it might be.
Well, because you also have I'm pretty sure, like when we're on Messenger, we have issues. We have more issues on Messenger than we do on Discord.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm using my data whenever it goes on Messenger, and that works better than my Wi-Fi does by a lot.
Then why does Messenger cut in and out all the time?
Because it's Messenger.
Yeah, see, because look, I even messaged Peter on my computer, and it didn't send. Well, it sent, but it didn't deliver.
Yeah,
And I don't understand though. Why is it? Why did it choose him out of all people?
I don't know.
Hmm.
Sometimes it just works like that, you know.
And there's no way for me to fix it either.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there probably is, but I just haven't found it yet.
Yeah.
I've got to figure it out. I wish you'd hurry up and make another trip down here. That'd be great.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make a trip. I want to see if they have any buses parked at Bluegrass International.
How far away is that?
That's Georgetown.
How far away is that?
I don't really know. It's a couple hours maybe towards Lexington.
That's a little bit farther of a drive.
Eh,
I could take you like 45 minutes from Huntington, probably about an hour 15 at most from Ashland, and take you up to Heritage International, which is it's kind of close to Charleston, but
there's a Heritage International in Louisa. There still is, but it's no longer a sales place. It's more for parts and service.
Well, this one's where they deliver all the new CEs for the state of West Virginia.
Yeah, all of our new CEs now go to Bluegrass International. And if you want to go to our Bluebird dealer, you can go to Lexington, go to Central States Bus Sales, or go to Louisville, go to Wayne Supply for our Thomas buses. So, and Louisville, and I would really want to make a trip to Lexington, not only because I want to see some Bluebirds, but A and B, I need to stop by Dawn Wilson Music at some point and get some trombone accessories. 'Cause that's where my trombone's from, and I need to get some things for it. Some polish, get some mutes, possibly some method books, and check out their new trombones. We had a trombone day at Morehead State University a couple months ago. It was back in November. It was on Veterans Day. We had a trombone day, and they were there, and they have some pretty nice, decent trombones. Come on, bus. I don't want to floor it. But you're going to make me anyway. I'm not SpongeBob, okay?
Floor it.
What do you do first?
Not yet.
What do you do first? Floor it. How can you floor it if the boat isn't even started? Question. Because that's what she said the first thing was. The first thing you should do is start the boat. Well, how are you supposed to floor it if you can't even start it? He can't drive. He goes wacko behind the wheel.
He drives almost as bad as I do.
What?
I said he drives almost as bad as I do.
I would say SpongeBob is actually worse than you. Okay?
Well, like I said, you haven't ridden with me yet.
Might have heard how you drive, Adam.
If if I do make a trip to Ashland, are you gonna ride with me somewhere, or are you gonna have somebody like
Well,
call, or am I gonna like call somebody or what?
if you do make a trip to Ashland, your first bet would be to stop by my house so you can meet my mother.
All right,
Because I told her about you and she got a little bit weary. Just a little bit.
all right.
That way, she's not weary. That way, I can actually go with you and not have to have her worry.
Mhm,
And it won't take long. It would take maybe 5 minutes
mhm,
tops.
mhm,
And then we can go do some stuff.
mhm.
But the goal is for that to happen, you would either have to come around 11, because that's when she comes home for her lunch, take Lucas to work, or you come sometime after 4:30 when she gets off work.
11 would be a better bet because we would need time in the daylight to go places,
Right,
you know.
right. She takes her lunch at 11. She gets here about 11:20 and she immediately leaves. So I would have to stop her before she left to meet you.
Yeah.
And then after that, if everything goes smoothly as I want it to, we can go to town. And
Or we can just wait until I'm done working at the state park, and then we'll just do it on a weekend.
when will you be done working at the state park?
Uh, at the end of the month.
So the end of July, beginning of August.
Yeah.
Yes, that would be a good bet because the last week of July into the first week of August is when I start band camp. Uh, yeah, I'm going to be marching for 8 hours, so it's not going to be a good time.
That's some hard dates, though.
See, I march. See, band camp's 2 weeks. The first week's 8 hours. The second week is 7.
Mhm.
Now we won't be doing much marching. The first week we'll be working on fundamentals and music rehearsal. The
Mhm.
second week is when we start drill.
Mhm.
And you have to at least make a trip to one of our ball games to actually hear me play.
Yeah.
Or if you come to community band, you'll be able to hear me play and you'll be able to play with me. So
Mhm.
it's a blast.
Yeah.
And then I would come to the fall concert, which is in October. The only thing about the fall concert is it falls on a Thursday. It's a Thursday night,
Mhm.
and it's at Central Park. If you've been to Central Park, which I'm hoping you have at some point in your life, have been to Central Park, and you know where the stage area is, we usually have a stage. There's free chili, jazz, concert band stuff, all that good stuff. It's great. I love music. That's why I'm going to college for music. I'm going to try to go for music ed and trombone performance because people can make a lot of money doing that. Just playing your trombone or whatever instrument you have, you can record and make lots of money doing it. Dr. Dishman does. I have a CD of him playing, and he makes lots of money doing it. That's the thing about music. It's an easy scholarship. You put the horn to the face, you play to the best of your ability, and you're almost guaranteed a scholarship. You just gotta be able to control your nerves a little bit, because sometimes your nerves will interfere with your chops. Because it happens to me all the time. I get so nervous, and heck, I get nervous just playing in front of Mr. Whalen, and and then my chops literally close up. It's bad. Because because literally when I go audition, I can. And the thing is, I think the only time I wasn't nervous during an audition was during my drum major auditions, and I didn't even have to play. I waved my arms back and forth, called out commands, and that was it. I love it how I don't even know how long we've been going on this video, and I think very little bit of the talk was actually about what we're actually doing. Pretty funny. Of course, that also happens in QISD all the time too, so. Which reminds me, folks, QISD is hiring, I'm pretty sure, still. Once I get a link to the application, I will put it in the description. There are some guidelines you must meet. Like, do not leak. You are not allowed to leak anything. If you leak any of this QISD content, Cameron's going to be on you, Zaz will be on you, all the staff will be on you, I will even be on you. Because leaking is wrong and it's stupid, and there's no point. So, just don't do it. Life lesson for the day, folks. Leaking buses is a no-no. Now let's see how good I can alley dock, because my alley docking skills, I tried it earlier and honestly they honestly suck. And there's nowhere where I can really practice parallel parking because I could do that easy. Cause see, the alley dock, according to her, is a skill. Well, it doesn't really become a skill, it's more of luck. So take the bus to an angle. Of course, if we get a bus down my street, you would have no choice but to alley dock. Turn around, because when you come to Bradley Drive, that's what you have to do. But come on, let's see. Come on, bus. Alright, you're turning. Close. I was close. It was still pretty bad because when you do the alley dock portion of it, you're not supposed to protrude any part of the box. And considering the lines on the parking space I would consider it to be the box, and I've went over those lines, I probably would have failed. Because you're not allowed to protrude any part of it. Well, there's one lady who she was doing really good when she took her test. She hit one cone and they failed her. One cone. Wow. Are my hazards still on? Why didn't I turn those off? Jesus me. I love this bus. If I could just if I could just move the side door back a couple inches, get rid of the second stop arm, make the two bottom rub rails yellow, well, black, remove the destination sign, remove the destination signs, put the reverse lights down towards the bottom, Get rid of the two top rub rails in the back and move some text around and put some vendor turn signals up. We've got a Kentucky spec bus. So, this bus looks great. If only he could get the visor and side door issue fixed. I need that to be fixed. Because if that's not fixed, we have a problem. I don't want to lift up the visor and drive with the side door open at the same time. So, how long have I been going for? Let's see. A whopping 30 minutes. Almost 31 minutes. Yeah. Anything you want to add?
Not that I can think
Well, I'm going to stop the recording.
of.
But, so that means like, comment, subscribe. There's going to be some featured channels in the description like I did on my last video that you should subscribe to if you want more bus content. Because I can guarantee you I'm probably not going to have content out every day like this. I'm going to try to get some live content. I don't know how possible that will be. And there may be more stuff on this channel that's not really necessarily buses. There may be some band stuff on here, maybe some other things. Not as really as much about buses and ROR. So, but like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one.